Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. This is Ajay and today we are going to take a program using recursive function, and using that function we are going to generate a series that is 1 to n. Now this is one of the simplest program that we can develop using a recursive function because normally we generate this series using a for loop, but without using a for loop we are going to generate this series using a recursive function, and it's pretty simple. If you really understand the concept, it is very simple. Okay, so there is a code in front of you. This is the code that I've typed, and I just did that to save the time, and you can see the code. Let us understand the code first. Okay, so there is a function that is counter. I've just given the name as counter, and this is the main program. Okay, and this is the function definition, and I'm giving a call straight away in the main program, that is counter, and I'm passing the value that is 5. That's the argument that I'm passing, which will be received by the variable n, that is the parameter. Okay, so that's the first line of code. So immediately it will jump to this particular function. Now let us understand this code. Okay, this is the first call. So what I will do over here is I will simply write over here that is counter, and I'm passing the value that is 5. So that's my first call to the function. Okay, so I'm just writing over here that is first call, or only number one, the first call. Okay, and then over here the value of n will be 5, and this particular condition, that is n greater than 1, this particular condition will become true. Since 5 is greater than 1, the condition is true. And then you can see over here again, this is a function call. So this is a recursion, isn't it? But this time I'm giving a call to the function, but I'm passing the value that is n minus 1. So that is a second call that we are giving to the function. So I'll write over here that is number 2, and this time I'm giving a call to the function, but I'm passing the value that is 4. Why 4? Because the value of n is 5. 5 minus 1, 4. So I'm passing the value 4. So this is the second call. And again, if you see the condition, that is 4 is greater than 1, the condition becomes true, and again there is a call. So again, I'll give a third call to the function. I will write over here counter, that is 3. And even 3 is greater than 1. So again, there will be a call to the function. So this is the fourth call, counter 2. And even 2 is greater than 1, so again there is a call to the function, and counter, it will become 1. Now when the value of n is 1, so this particular condition is not true. Since 1 is not greater than 1, it is equal to 1, so this condition becomes false. Now when this condition goes false, it will go to the else part and it will execute the else part. Now what is the else part? Else part says print n. Now what is the current value of n in the current function call? You can see this was the fifth call, and in the fifth call the value of n was 1, right? Because we passed n minus 1, and again it receives to 1. So this is the current call. In the current call of the function, the value of n is 1, so it is going to print 1 out here. Okay, now once it prints 1, then it is going to return to its previous call. So it is going to return to the previous call of the function, that is over here there was a call. So it is going to return to the next statement of that particular call. So what's the next statement of that call? That is print n again. And in the previous call you can see that the value of n was 2, so it is going to print 2 over here. And then from here it is going to go to its previous call where the value of n is 3, so it is going to print 3 over here, and then 4, and then 5, right? So if you run this program and see the output, we have this output that is 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and so easily we have generated this series. Okay, now let us just see. Okay, if I want that it should be from n to 1, what change will I make in this particular code? If I want, I should pass 5, and it should print 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. So in that case, I will simply remove this function call from here. Okay, I will remove this function call from here, and I will simply paste it after the print statement. And let us see what output do we get from this particular program. I just made a very small change, and you can see 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. So why we had this output is because now this is the first call. Okay, I'm passing 5, so 5 is greater than 1, and then I'm straight away printing n. What is the value of n? that is 5. So it will print 5 and then it's giving a call. 5 minus 1, that will be 4. And next time 4 becomes greater than 1, again I'm printing the value, then I'm giving a call to the function. So every time I'm giving a call to the function, before giving a call to the function, I'm printing the value of n. And so this time you can see the output of this particular program is 5 4 3 2 1. And so easily we can generate this series using a recursive function. So I hope this tutorial is very much clear to you, and if you think you have gained something out of my tutorial, do subscribe to my channel. Bye for now.